Hello guys, my name is Queenie Piapelio. I'm BSN students and this speech is all about the climate change. Climate change in the world can be caused by various activities. When climate change occurs, temperature can increase dramatically. When temperature rises, many different changes can occur on Earth. For example, it can result in more floods, droughts, or intense rain, as well as more frequent and severe heat waves. Oceans and glaciers have also experienced some changes. Oceans are warming and becoming acidic. Glaciers are melting and sea levels are rising. As these changes frequently occur in future decades, they will likely present challenges to our society and environment. During the past century, human activities have released large amounts of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. So, most of the gases come from burning fossil fuels to produce energy. Greenhouse gases are like a blanket around the Earth, trapping energy in the atmosphere and causing it to warm. This is called the greenhouse effect, and it is natural and necessary to support life on Earth. However, while greenhouse gases build up, the climate changes and result in dangerous effects to human health and ecosystems. So, people have adapted to the stable climate we have enjoyed since the last ice age, and which ended several thousand years ago. A warmer climate can bring changes that can affect our water supplies, agriculture, power and transportation systems, the natural environment, and even our health and safety. There are some climate changes that are unavoidable and nothing can be done about it. For example, carbon dioxide can stay in the atmosphere for nearly a century, so Earth will continue to warm in the future. Global warming has really taken effect in the world over the last century. It is the unusually rapid increase in the Earth's average surface temperature over the past century, primarily due to the greenhouse gases released as people burn fossil fuels. Global warming is due to the enhancing greenhouse gases emission and build up in the Earth's environment. The gases that have an influence on the atmosphere are water vapor, carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxide, and methane. Today, the atmosphere contains more greenhouse gas molecules, so more of the infrared energy emitted by surface ends up being absorbed by the atmosphere. So, by increasing the concentration of the greenhouse gases, we are making Earth's atmosphere a more efficient greenhouse. Climate has cold and warm throughout the Earth's history for various reasons. Rapid warming like we see today is unusual in the history of our planet. Some of the factors that have an effect on climate, like volcanic eruptions and change in the amount of solar energy, are natural. Climate can change if there is a change in the amount of solar energy that gets to the Earth. So, volcano eruptions can really affect climate because when it erupts, it spews out more than just lava and ash. Volcanoes release tiny particles made of sulfur dioxide into the atmosphere. These particles get into the stratosphere and reflect solar radiation back out to the space. Snow and ice also have great effect on climate. When snow and ice melts, Earth's climate warms. Less energy is reflected, and this can cause even more warming. There are many different ways that plants, animals, and other life on our planet can affect climate. Some can produce greenhouse gases that trap heat and aid global warming through the greenhouse effect. Carbon dioxide is taken out of the atmosphere by plants as they make their food by photosynthesis. During the night, plants release some carbon dioxide back into the atmosphere. Methane is made while farm animals such as cattle and sheep digest their food. Cars and trucks can affect climate by releasing carbon dioxide when fossil fuels are burned to power them. When wildfires occurs, carbon dioxide is released into the atmosphere. However, if a forest of similar size grows again, about the same amount of carbon that was added to the atmosphere during the fire will be removed. When global change was occurring, loss of sea ice, accelerated sea level rise. However, if a forest of similar size grows again, about the same amount of carbon that was added to the atmosphere during the fire will be removed. When global change was occurring, loss of sea ice, accelerated sea level rise, and more intense heat waves. Scientists have confidence that global temperature will continue to rise for decades to come, largely due to greenhouse gases produced by human activities. The rising of temperature will have great effects on the Earth's climate patterns and on all living things. However, if a forest of similar size grows again, about the same amount of carbon that was added to the atmosphere during the fire will be removed. When global change was occurring, loss of sea ice, accelerated sea level rise, and more intense heat waves. Scientists have confidence that global temperature will continue to rise for decades to come, largely due to greenhouse gases produced by human activities. The rising of temperature will have great effects on the Earth's climate patterns and on all living things. So that we need to take part and try to stop global warming and other effects on climate change. If the Earth's temperatures continue to rise in the future, living things on Earth would become extinct due to the high temperatures. If humans contribute to control climate change or global warming, this world would be cooler and high temperature we currently have would decrease. If everybody as one take a stand and try to end most of the climate changes that are occurring, this world would be a safer place to live on. So that's all for now, and thank you. So that's all for now, guys. Bye bye.